Yep, reasonable hate. Uncle P back up in here with another reaction video. Uh, this cave video, man. Hey, I seen it. It looked like it was some crazy stuff. So let's see what's going on.
Today, we will be looking at 3 horrifying caving stories that went horribly wrong. The first one in particular is a gripping, edge-of-your-seat experience, while the next 2 are even more unsettling and disturbing to watch.
Oh man!
As
in the
always,
water.
viewer discretion is advised. June 23rd, 2018. Nestled in the dense forests of western Massachusetts, a marble cave known as Convention Cave lies hidden beneath the Earth's surface. Its entrance, a modest opening in the hillside,
That's a big
offers
ass
little
cave.
indication
Look at him down
of the
there. That's a
danger
big
that can lurk
cave right
within.
there.
The cave, discovered in 1979 during the National Speleological Society's annual convention in Pittsfield, stretches a mere 200 feet, but presents a formidable challenge for even the most experienced caver. 2 friends, eager to explore this relatively remote part of the Berkshire Hills, found themselves caught in an unexpected and life-threatening situation. The first to enter was simply checking out the cave when something went terribly wrong. The 2 men approached the cave's entrance.
Wait, hold
a
on.
narrow
Wait.
opening that led into the
You was just checking the cave out? You mean to tell me that you you didn't know nothing about this cave? And first of all, how do people even know that there's an opening at the other end? How do they find that out? This is crazy. You should be staying your ass at the house doing reaction videos like me, watching your dumb ass do this stupid shit. You feel me? Come on, man.
depths of the earth. There was no sign that anything was amiss, just a quiet, seemingly innocent cave waiting
And
to
you
be
didn't see that
explored.
hole.
But the man, perhaps too eager or too distracted by the sheer wonder of the cave's mystery, leaned forward at the entrance. It was a simple motion, one that many would have made without a second thought. He shifted his weight,
My bad.
reaching to examine the opening more closely when, in a heartbeat, disaster struck. The ground beneath his feet, slick with a thin layer of moisture, gave way.
Come on, man.
His feet slipped out from under him, and before he could react, he pitched forward into the cave. In that single terrifying moment, everything changed. The man became wedged between 2 massive boulders deep within the cave,
Oh,
his head down,
shit.
his body contorted in a way that made it impossible for him to move.
Ooh,
The weight of the rock
wee.
pressed on his chest,
Damn.
the narrow gap offering no room to maneuver, no chance for escape. It was a
Damn, you
cruel
upside
twist of
down?
fate. One moment, he was simply stepping forward in search of adventure, and the next, he was helplessly trapped in the cold, unforgiving dark. His friend, witnessing the fall, immediately rushed to his aid. He called out, desperate for help, but the dense forest surrounding the cave offered no immediate assistance. The trapped man, his mind racing, tried to wiggle free, but the rocks were immovable. Every attempt to shift his body made the pressure on his chest worse. He could feel the bruises forming, and his breath became shallow as panic began to set in.
That's what you get.
His friend,
That's
now
what your
frantic,
stupid ass
made his
get.
way back to the entrance, his heart pounding with the urgency of the situation. He knew they were in trouble of a scale that only those who have been trapped in the bowels of the earth can truly understand. He pulled out his phone, praying for a signal, but the thick stone and the dense canopy above offered little hope. Finally, a single bar of service. He called 911.
Single bar of
The
service.
clock was ticking. The man, still wedged between the
Dumbass.
boulders, could feel the coldness of the cave seeping into his skin. His body already bruised and battered. His breathing grew more labored, the sensation of being trapped too overwhelming to ignore. As the fire department received the emergency call, the weight of the situation became clear. For the fire chief, this was an entirely new kind of challenge. In his 37 years of service, he had seen fires, accidents, and rescues of all kinds.
But never has he seen a stupid motherfucker walk into a dark ass fucking cave not knowing what the fuck they doing. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Listen, I'm gonna try to find one of these videos where some niggas is on here going in a motherfucking cave, and we gonna see what's going on. We gonna see if we can find some niggas doing this shit. Cause ain't no niggas going in no fucking dark ass fucking cave. Man, you just dumb motherfuckers, man.
But this was the first time he had ever been called to a
This shit
cave
too
rescue.
stressful.
His department had never been called upon to retrieve someone from the depths of a cave. This was uncharted territory. Yet, it wasn't the first time
Look
that
at this
Convention
shit,
Cave
man.
had tested human endurance. In the early 1980s, it had made headlines when it was first described in the Northeastern Caver Journal. But back then, no one had anticipated that it would become the site of such a terrifying real-life drama.
I can't do no shit
Inside
like that.
the cave, the trapped man continued to struggle against his confinement. His back was already showing signs of severe injury. His head had been grazed against the rocks during his fall, and the pain was unbearable. The blood from his lacerations soaked through his clothing, staining the ground beneath him. It felt as though time itself had come to a standstill. The dark, cold walls of the cave offered no comfort, no reprieve from the physical and mental torment of being trapped. His mind drifted to his family and friends, the people who loved him. Would they ever see him again? The thought of them haunted him as much as the crushing weight of the rocks. Back at the entrance, his friend was doing everything he could to remain calm, to keep talking to him, to offer any semblance of hope. But as the minutes turned to hours, the helplessness grew overwhelming. Finally, after what felt like centuries, the sound of the rescue team brought hope. But the situation was far from over. When the technical rescue team arrived at Convention Cave, the situation was clear. A man was wedged in a head-down position between two boulders near the entrance of the cave.
You gotta put the rope
His
up.
friend, who had stayed nearby to offer reassurance, explained the fall and pointed out the narrow crevice where his companion was trapped. The first step was a thorough assessment of the scene. The rescuers observed that the entrance area was damp and slippery, with tight confines that limited movement. Communication with the trapped man confirmed that he was conscious, but in significant pain. The team quickly set up a staging area near the entrance and organized their gear. A tripod system was erected above the cave entrance to provide a secure anchor point for rope operations. This setup allowed for both vertical extraction and controlled movement within the tight confines of the cave. The team quickly stabilized the area, inserting inflatable airbags into the crevice to widen the gap without destabilizing the rocks. Rescuers worked carefully to reduce pressure on the man's chest, applying padding to protect his injuries and administering oxygen to support his shallow breaths. Communication was constant to reassure the man and monitor his condition, while a custom harness was secured around his torso in the tight confines. With the harness in place, the team set up a pulley system anchored to a tripod above the cave entrance, allowing them to extract him in controlled, incremental movements. Each lift was coordinated with adjustments to the airbags to prevent the rocks from shifting dangerously. After nearly 2 hours of painstaking effort, the man was finally freed. Though exhausted and battered, he was alive. He had suffered deep lacerations to his back and head, but he had survived, thanks in no small part to the skill and determination of the rescue team. His friend, too, was relieved to see him free, though the emotional toll of the event would not be easy to shake. The rescue was a success, but it came at a cost. The harrowing hours of being trapped, the uncertainty of whether help would come in time, would stay with the man for the rest of his life. In this next story, cavers meet a harrowing fate because of their reckless decisions from the start. What unfolded next was bound to happen. On January 29th, 2017, 33-year-old Gregory Wilhelm and 3 of his friends arrived at Waianapanapa State Park in Maui, Hawaii.
So you got 4 dumb motherfuckers, 4 dumbass motherfuckers going into this fucking cave. This dark, damp-ass, bat shit-filled ass fucking cave, man. What the fuck?
The park was a natural wonder, known for its black sand beaches, lava tubes, and mysterious caves. Among the locals,
look, you see that? Look, that's about as far as a motherfucker go. Right where that water is, you go right up in there enough to get your drink on, you smoke, you got your bra, you fuck something, and that's it. You do not explore the fucking cave. You go, you let the fucking water whoosh up your ass while you hitting your broad. That's it. Then you put your clothes back on and you get out. Come on, man. That other shit, that extra shit, that's what's gonna get your ass. You feel me? I don't know if they let you say that on the YouTube shit, but let's go. Oh, no. Hold on. My bad. I fucked up.
33-year-old Gregory Wilhelm and 3 of his friends arrived at Waianapanapa
That's not Wilhelm.
State
That's not
Park
that's
in
not a
Maui,
nigga
Hawaii.
name.
The park was a natural wonder, known for its black sand beaches, lava tubes, and mysterious caves. Among the locals, one cave in particular carried a chilling legend. It was said to be the site of a tragic murder, where a princess was killed by her husband, and a secret passage hidden deep within had never been fully explored. This story captured Gregory's imagination. A man with a passion for nature and adventure, he was determined to uncover what others had only dared to speculate about. Gregory had always been drawn to exploration. As a boy, he spent hours hiking and camping, later founding an eco-friendly waste management company in California.
Nevada.
His love of discovery and
technology
in the Bay.
That's
led
in
him
the
to
Bay
connect
Area,
with people
across
who
the
shared
Golden
his
Gate Bridge.
enthusiasm for nature's hidden wonders, including cave diving. Though not a professional diver, Gregory's confidence and curiosity often pushed him to take risks, trusting his instincts over caution. That morning, Gregory and his friends planned for a casual day at the park. They explored the scenic beauty, soaked in the stunning views of the black sand beach, and swam in the shallow pools near the cave's entrance. But as they neared the
See, now look, that's just what I told you. It's two couples, you feel me? Excuse me. It's two couples. Motherfucking, oh shit. It's two couples right now, you feel me? One motherfucker, he could hit his broad at the front of the cave. Another motherfucker, he can hit his broad at the back of the cave, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? But sorry about that. But that's it. You don't do no exploring. That's how you fucking die. You don't do no exploring. Cuz calling me. You stay your ass on the fucking beach or in the motherfucking entrance of the cave. That's it. That's it. Stop bullshitting.
boating opening of the Waianapanapa caves, Gregory's focus shifted. While his friends were content to relax, Gregory's curiosity drew him toward the darkness beyond the visible waters.
See?
The cave's entrance, surrounded by jagged rock formations, was tranquil at first glance. Yet warning signs dotted the area, cautioning visitors about dangerous currents, violent waves, and unpredictable water levels. Locals avoided venturing beyond the well-lit shallow pool, knowing that the deeper sections of the cave were treacherous. Gregory proposed an idea that immediately unsettled his group. "I want to check out the cave," he said.
There it is, right there. I want to check out the cave. That's when you knew you fucked up. Soon as when he said that, the other three motherfuckers would have been like, "Nigga, no, we're out of here." "Oh no, bro, it'll be cool. Let's come on. It'll be rad. Let's check out this cave. Come on, bro." "Fuck no, nigga. Let's get the fuck up on out of here, man. You bullshitting. You done had a little bit too much to drink. A little too much of that. Let's go." Fuck that.
Gesturing to the narrow entrance partially submerged in water. His friends were hesitant. The caves were marked by warning signs, cautioning visitors about rising water levels, strong currents, and the unpredictable nature of the cave
I know they
system.
can read.
The women in the group flatly...
You know how I know they can read? It's because first of all, they had to buy the plane tickets. You had to go online and do all that shit. So I know you can fucking read. You feel me? So when you see them motherfucking signs and you see the warning signs on them motherfuckers, why the fuck you just didn't leave? Come on, man. This is dumb as fuck. Anybody let me know if in the comments, has anybody gone cave diving or spelunking or whatever the fuck it's called? You feel me? Let me know.
Arguing it was too dangerous, but Gregory, undeterred, assured them it would only be a brief exploration. "I just want to look a little deeper," he said, sealing his phone in a Ziploc bag to use as a flashlight.
That's smart.
Reluctantly, his male friend agreed to join him, while the two women stayed behind, visibly uneasy. As the men swam into the cave, the light from Gregory's phone pierced the initial darkness, revealing jagged walls and tight passageways.
That's them?
The sunlit pool at the cave's entrance quickly gave way to an oppressive, shadowy maze. The tunnel narrowed with each foot forward, forcing them to squeeze through sharp openings. Gregory, leading the way, seemed unfazed by the discomfort, his excitement outweighing any fear. His friend, however, was growing uneasy. The water was icy, the passage confining, and the air carried a stillness that felt suffocating. As they ventured further, the cave seemed alive. The water levels began to rise and fall unpredictably, a phenomenon caused by the cave's connection to the ocean tides. Then Gregory spotted it, a narrow tunnel branching off from the main passage. "This has to be it," he said in excitement. "The secret passage." His friend hesitated, warning that the water was getting...
The secret passage to what, my nigga? What the fuck is down there that's secret? You stupid motherfucker. That's the secret layer to death. I can't believe that I can't believe that people actually do dumb shit like this. And sometimes actually live to tell about it. I don't know. It said a harrowing fate. I don't know what that means. Y'all can look that shit up and tell me what it means. I'm probably gonna look if I remember, but that don't sound too good. Excuse me. A harrowing fate. That don't sound too fucking good, man. But let's continue with this bullshit. God damn.
Higher and colder. But Gregory was undeterred. The tunnel was too tight for both to enter at once.
Undeterred
Gregory insisted on going first, squeezing through with slow, deliberate movements. His friend waited just outside, nervously watching the water rise around him. Gregory emerged into a small chamber where the water levels seemed stable.
Right,
but as he adjusted his position, tragedy struck.
No.
The Ziploc bag slipped from his hands and his phone plunged into the water.
No.
The cave plunged into complete darkness.
No.
Gregory shouted to his friend,
"You got me fucked up. Hell no. You got me fucked up. Now, not only is it dark as fuck, I'm scared of the dark. That's a whole nother story, but I sleep with the TV on. And when you come to my house, you sleep up in the guest room or something, you better leave the fucking TV on. I don't play that shit. I don't cut off all the lights in my motherfucking house, nigga. Hell nah, I can't wait to get the Christmas lights up here. But I'll be scared as fuck. You in a cave, it's black as fuck, it's tight ass spaces, it's water down there. The bitches is outside. You saying like secret lair, like it's some other holes, some secret holes, hella bread, gold down there, treasure. You feel me? Like a magical cloak or something. Man, you dumb as fuck, my nigga. Let's see what the fuck happened to these stupid motherfuckers. Let's go, man. This is crazy.
Explaining what had happened. His friend called back, but the roaring water distorted their voices, and panic began to set in. Gregory thrashed in the water, desperately trying to retrieve the phone. Without its light, he was disoriented, his sense of direction erased in the black void. Every movement felt futile, as if their situation wasn't dire enough, and even more harrowing danger loomed in the background. The water around them began to rise rapidly, caused by the cave's connection to the ocean tides. As the water level climbed, the air pockets in the chamber grew smaller.
You're gonna
as
fucking
he got
drown.
Completely submerged in water, communication with him completely stopped. Outside the passage, his friend faced his own terror. With no light, no communication with his friend, and the water rising, he decided to retreat, painstakingly navigating back through the narrow, jagged passage in the total darkness. Miraculously, he emerged into the open air and rushed to the women, who were already panicked by how long they had been gone. Realizing Gregory was trapped, his friend re-entered the cave, this time guided only by touch and sheer determination.
Fuck no!
He stumbled upon the phone, its flashlight faintly glowing underwater. With this small victory, he pressed forward, calling out for Gregory. But there was no response, only the oppressive silence of the cave.
He went down
Defeated,
here.
He returned to the surface.
And he made it back again! Get the fuck out of here! That nigga's a G! He made it back again? He got the phone and made it back. All Gregory had to do was just hold the fuck on for a little bit longer. Fuck! Gregory, fuck!
Services. At 12:54 p.m., the Maui Fire Department arrived, bringing an A-1 helicopter to survey the area. However, it quickly became clear that a specialized dive team was needed to navigate the treacherous cave. By the time the rescue team arrived with advanced equipment and powerful lights, hours had passed. They carefully maneuvered through the cave's tunnels, knowing any wrong move could dislodge rocks or trap them further. At 5 p.m., divers found Gregory's body floating 75 feet from the entrance. He had drifted deeper into the cave, likely disoriented and overwhelmed by the rising water. Recovery was slow and painstaking, the tight tunnels making every movement a challenge. As Gregory's lifeless form was brought to the surface, his friends stood in stunned silence. The reality of the tragedy sank in, their grief immeasurable, The final story is perhaps the most unsettling of all, as a caver's
that's
partner is
fucked up.
confronted with a choice that no one should ever have to make. Known as the Mount Everest of cave diving, Eagle's Nest in Florida has
Mount
claimed the
Ev-
lives of
The Mount Everest of cave diving. I seen hella fucking videos of Mount Everest. A lot of people that go up there, they don't even make it. They die at the base camp. That elevation is so fucking high up, man. A lot, excuse me, it's that weed. A lot of motherfuckers have died along the way. So if this is anything like that, just like they said, a lot of motherfuckers have died. Let me, hold on. Oh shit, what the hell? My bad.
many who underestimated its risks. On November 3rd, 2010, known as the Mount Everest of cave diving, Eagle's Nest in Florida has claimed the lives of many who underestimated its risks. On November 3rd, 2010, two experienced open water divers, James Woodall and Gregory Snowden, ventured into its depths.
Another nigga named
Without
Gregory.
cave diving certifications, the pair underestimated the complexities of this infamous site, a fatal miscalculation. James and Gregory were experienced open water divers, but had no
What's up with these niggas named Gregory? What is up with these dudes named Gregory and this diving shit? That's crazy as fuck. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's crazy than a motherfucker. Gregory, you gotta stop this shit. You really gotta stop this shit. And this probably was his last fucking photo, man.
cave diving certifications, a critical gap in their training. They had come to Florida for the annual Diving Equipment and Marketing Association show in Orlando, and Eagle's Nest was an irresistible challenge. Despite its reputation for claiming even skilled cave divers, the pair believed their rebreathers and technical diving experience would suffice.
So
Their
wait.
dive plan took them into the heart of the cave, roughly 1,000
So
feet.
so
or three-
wait. They know that this cave kills people. That people die in this fucking cave and they still went in there? Oh, you's a stupid motherfucker, man. You's a dumbass motherfucker.
105 meters to a point known as the Super Room, a vast echoing chamber deep within the system. They descended to a depth of 270 feet, or 82 meters, far beyond recreational diving limits. Equipped with rebreathers running on an 18/30ths gas mix, 18% oxygen, 30% helium, and the rest nitrogen.
So what
They
does
moved
that mean?
cautiously through the flooded corridors. Their progress was slow but steady, the beams of their dive lights cutting through the inky blackness. The problems began on their return. While they had navigated to the Super Room without issue, the stress of the environment began to take its toll on their bodies and equipment. At such depths, the human body is vulnerable to a host of physiological dangers. Nitrogen narcosis, often called the Martini effect, impairs judgment and coordination, while oxygen toxicity can trigger seizures or unconsciousness. Compounding these risks,
Fuck
rebreathers rely on chemical scrubbers to remove carbon dioxide, a system that can fail without warning. As they swam back toward the entrance, James began to show signs of distress. In the Super Room, he became agitated, gesturing to his equipment. Gregory noticed that his friend's breathing appeared labored, and his movements were becoming erratic. James was suffering from a combination of nitrogen narcosis and oxygen toxicity. It seemed his rebreather's scrubber had stopped effectively removing carbon dioxide,
Oh,
a potentially lethal failure. Roughly 500 feet,
See?
152 meters
James had that cheap act. He didn't get the top of the line equipment. Shit stopped working. Another dumbass mistake.
from the
Stupid
entrance.
motherfucker.
James's
You ain't-
condition
you,
worsened.
you heard this motherfucker ain't had his motherfucking certification. Stupid motherfucker. You got hold on. You dumb motherfucker. Let me get to play
stopped
this shit.
effectively removing carbon dioxide, a potentially lethal failure. Roughly 500 feet, 152 meters from the entrance, James's condition worsened. He struggled to maintain buoyancy, sinking slightly with each kick. Gregory acted quickly, offering his bailout gas 3 separate times, a secondary system that would bypass the malfunctioning rebreather. But James refused each offer, likely too impaired to make rational decisions.
What the fuck?
Then, the unthinkable happened. James lost consciousness and sank to the bottom of the passage, his lifeless body drifting downward in the dim glow of their dive lights. Gregory was faced with an impossible choice. His partner was a large man, and towing him through the tight, winding corridors of Eagle's Nest would be physically impossible without a diving scooter or additional help. Gregory was running out of time and gas himself. In one of the most harrowing moments of his life, Gregory had to abandon his friend to save his own life. With no other option, he continued his ascent toward the surface, carrying the weight of his failure to rescue James. When Gregory surfaced, he was alone. His breathing was ragged, his rebreather nearly depleted, and his hands trembling as he pulled himself out of the water. The weight of the dive bore down on him, not just the physical exhaustion, but the devastating realization that James was still down there, somewhere in the cold, dark depths of Eagle's Nest. He immediately called emergency services, explaining what had happened. It took hours for a specialized recovery team to arrive. These were experienced cave divers trained to navigate the deadly cave where Gregory and James had ventured.
Hours?
Gregory briefed them.
Are you fucking for real? He's dead down there. Fucking hours? There's no fucking way. James, you a dumb motherfucker, man. Why do people do this stupid shit? For what? Just sit at home on the fucking computer like me and press play and watch other motherfuckers do this dumb shit. Or they have actual videos of people doing shit, but of course they're not dying. But my nigga, you do not have to do the dumb shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. This
as
is
best
crazy.
as he could, describing the super
What
room,
the
the final moments of James's struggle, and the exact spot where his friend had gone still and sunk into the shadows. The recovery team entered the water. The first diver descended, following the breadcrumb trail of guidelines Gregory and James had laid during their ill-fated dive. At 270 feet or 82 meters, the diver reached the spot Gregory had described. The beams of their lights pierced the darkness, and there, resting on the cave floor, was James.
Resting?
He was motionless, his rebreather still in place. James's position suggested he had passed out and drifted down without resistance, a haunting image that conveyed the finality of his struggle. The team worked methodically, securing James's body and beginning the painstaking process of bringing him back to the surface. When they emerged hours later, the recovery team was greeted by an ashen-faced Gregory, who had waited in silence. His expression told them he already knew what they would say. There was no need for words. Eagle's Nest had claimed another life. Investigations revealed that the dive had violated two key rules of cave diving. Neither diver had proper cave training, and their gas mix was unsuitable for the depth. The 18% oxygen content increased the risk of oxygen toxicity, while the 30% helium was insufficient to counteract the effects of nitrogen narcosis at such depths. These miscalculations, combined with the complexity of Eagle's Nest, sealed James's fate.
Hey. Oh, that's crazy. What was I about to say? Yeah, man. That shit. Oh man, I can't believe that. How? Why? Why the need to explore so bad that you are willing to risk your motherfucking life just to explore some shit, or pet a wild animal, or get the perfect shot, or something like that? To me, it just don't make no sense. I don't get it. Of course, I'm black, so of course of course I don't understand. I'm a nigga. You feel me? But anyway, man. Like I said, motherfucking liking this shit is free. So just like, share, subscribe. If you don't subscribe, just watch it. Holla at your boy. Peace.